It's on you,
What
man.
is up? It's I don't even know what kind of show. Like no one's home except for Mark. So I feel like Mark should run the show, right? Like you're the only one that's home to base.
That's true.
So,
You're the only one that's
but
not on a laptop.
however, now
I am
everyone's on a laptop, so it doesn't make a difference. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm in Montana. Brian still loves his hotel. He refuses to go into his new home. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy today. Braden coming in with Greg Olson. What's up, Derpy?
Yeah.
Derpy, if you want to know why he is trending, just go look it up.
It's all for 2005, guys. Remember, Greg Olson was part of Miami. That's just a taste. Just want to let you know.
Just look it up, man. We can't allow that on this show. Oh my god, it's so bad. Wow. I was like, hold on. Like we were looking at it, and I'm like, I haven't seen the thing of it. And Brian's like, no, that's him. I'm like, no way.
Mhm.
That's actually him.
That was him.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Dude, I remember the talk about this because I was playing football while this stuff was going on. So like I remember all of this happening, everyone talking about it. Like Miami was the ish, and they were just going wild, and they were going crazy. And it was all these reports, and then now you get to see this video or hear him rapping again. And boy,
but it's like it's
bring back
20
memories.
years later.
It was on part of the interruption like 20 years ago.
Like why now? Like why 2 decades later? Like in like that's the main question, right? But then we hear, okay, well he's getting signed. He has a new,
New deal
it's the
coming
whole yeah. So someone wanted to sabotage him. That's fine, But hey, it is what it is. Good luck to him. Hopefully that doesn't affect his job. Because we know what a great person he is and what he's done with the NFL and for the past couple years as broadcaster. So I hope that doesn't hinder him from his new opportunity, because that was so long ago, and he was what, 20, 19 years old, 21 maybe. So
Oh, Brady is exactly what I was thinking.
yeah,
You right here, TB12.
let's just hope it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny, but also like we can't show it here, but it is what it is.
Yeah, just tell you go look, just search it, guys. You'll be able to find it. It's more than enough.
Yeah. But today we're doing more rookie IDPs. Jared Verse and Latu. So probably the biggest prospects of the lineman that's coming in. And then we have one more lineman next week, and then we'll talk about the linebackers just before we go into the draft. So
the one for next week is probably my favorite one.
Yeah,
he should easily be the best one, anyways. So, and I like him too. So we'll see what that's about. Hopefully, I should be back home by then, and we should run things a little bit more smoothly then, at least from video parts. I don't know, because Brian, did you manage to get any of the overlays? I didn't even think about that till now.
I sure did not. I'm actually pulling them up right now because you were just talking about it. I was like, let me see if this actually works. See if I can get.
I thought about that right now as we're talking about these rookies, because what we do is we put the stats, like basically where Mark's face is at, all across the bottom, and then we pull up a highlight video and then we flip it to help against the monetization against getting strikes. So if Brian, if you need to leave and go do that, go for it.
It's so funny because you're saying that and I was like, crap.
Yeah, can you do that? If not, we're just gonna talk about it. Like it's.
I could maybe find their stats and share my screen.
Yeah, but we
it's
got
about,
like
we have an overlay over it. Yeah.
We gotta have an overlay over the video.
We're sharing the screen of the video. That's right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I just now thought about that. I'm like, wait a minute, because I've been I've been packing all day, helping mom move back home. So it was kind of crazy because it wasn't necessarily last minute, but it was. So I had training, and then after the training, I didn't know what time I was gonna get home after my training. So I felt like I was home for like 2 hours, and then I literally was like, "All right, Sandy, I gotta go." And she took me to my sister's house because she lives right next to the airport. So early in the morning, she would drop me off on her way to work. So I was literally home for like 2 hours and last
And then
five,
moving
six, seven,
already.
five,
Oh,
6 days. So yeah, I haven't really been home. But again, helping mom move. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. We should be leaving Friday night, hopefully, and I don't know if I'll even be on Sunday's show. So, but yeah. But as of
that
late,
means it's
Mark,
just me and you.
Moving therapy another week.
no, you know what? I can't push it more than a couple weeks. So, if you guys got to do it, go ahead, do it. I might
I can
jump
move it
on
in one more week for you, man.
and complain about my main reasoning. If not, it's fine. But I mean, if you guys live in a cave and you guys haven't heard the recent news, Russell Wilson just got released.
Good.
Yep.
That was 2 days ago. So if you haven't, did you guys talk about it yesterday?
Yeah, I talked about Russell Wilson, talked about all the people that have been released, the entire Bills team that's been released. I was like, all
Oh,
right,
I know.
even
Except for
Poyer,
DeMar Hamlin.
even Poyer.
There's a meme I
Except Mark.
saw. Josh Allen walking into the stadium, and he's all alone, and all these names just crossed off the board.
Mhm.
Like he's just standing there, like
Hello.
with his hands on his hip. Everyone's
But
gone.
I
Yeah.
think the meme I saw was worse though. Someone said, "Man, this is more surprising. DeMar Hamlin survived this than the last time."
Oh
Damn.
wow,
Wow.
wow. I don't know if I was ready for that one.
Right? I was
Uh,
like, "Ooh."
yeah. So and then, some of the tight ends are being moved around, kind of, sort of. The Jets are going to release CJ Uzomah here pretty soon, from what words are, and then Washington released Thomas, and then literally the next day they decided to get Zach Ertz. So
Which was
Yeah.
crazy. I was like, yeah, what if
yeah,
he's
yeah,
healthy,
Yeah,
that's a
if
good.
he's healthy, you'll be good. But that's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
if.
that's good. Yeah.
Let's get one busted tight end out of the way to get another busted tight end. Yeah, that's real smart.
Right.
Hey, at least Zach Ertz is actually good. I've never
Yeah,
seen.
but again, I feel like if you're not there for me, then what's the point? So I got happy. Why? Because I got Trey McBride in my dynasty, and he's good. So there's nobody
He
in
is.
his way to actually hinder any points. So if as long as he's healthy, which he seems to be like a beast, and he's indestructible. So far, he's because he gets hit like some crazy stuff, and then who was the other? Oh, Schultz just signed a 3-year deal. So
Yep.
so a lot of tight ends just kind of like
36 million. Was it 3 year,
recently.
36 million? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was funny because I talked to one of our guys in league who had Schultz for many years, and then I'm like, damn, dude, Schultz just signed a 3-year, and I look at his team like, wait, when did you get rid of Schultz? He's like, I cut him last year before we started. I'm like, wait,
Oh,
you cut him? He goes, yeah, he was going to Houston. I didn't know if CJ Stroud was going to be good. I had Ferguson or someone, like, I think he had the next rookie up in the Cowboys lineup. So he straight up cut him. And I'm like, damn, dude, he had an amazing year. He goes, yeah, I know. And now he's gonna be attached with CJ Stroud in another 3 years. I'm like, well, that sucks for you, guy.
like you made
That's
a
dynasty.
bad decision at the wrong time. That's horrible.
Right.
That's dynasty. Dynasty does that, and it's. I know my entire team's gonna change due to free agency.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. All my running backs should be having a new home.
Well,
All
what
of
if Gibson and
That's
Swift just switch?
crazy.
If then they switch, but
I don't know. I keep hearing Swift to the Commanders.
Either way,
years,
wherever Swift
33
goes,
million.
he's going to be good. Like Swift is good, and I've always liked Swift. Like I've always praised on Swift on how well he did.
Well, all of us have running back. I had Pollard, who's hitting free agency. He's got Barkley, who's hitting free agency.
Yeah, Barkley was the other one I was going to lead up
Barkley's
to.
gonna be is gonna be on my. He might as well just be on my team.
I was even joking the other day. If he signs with the damn Texans, you might as well just change your team name to what I say the Brian Texans or something like that.
The Brian Chicago Texans. This is what we are.
Surprised you're not out there brokering a deal for Schultz right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
I gotta get rid of one tight end before I can't have another tight end. I already got Joku. I still got Kelsey. I was trying to get rid of Kelsey, so we'll see.
Oh no, I thought maybe you would swing a deal with the guy.
I would swing the deal, man. You got it because you'd have CJ with Schultz and Dell
and Barkley.
No,
it makes perfect sense. Don't get me wrong.
Don't put yourself in Braden's shoes though, man.
Yeah,
then you don't want too much. You like him and his Packers.
I mean, or is it Javi with the Denver Broncos?
I mean, no, he's with the Broncos. Yeah. So careful. Don't expose yourself too much to a single team. But I don't know. It's just been crazy. In recent news, also the Colts just franchise tagged Michael Pittman, which wasn't a surprise. It wasn't $21.8 million. Yeah, but I knew they were going to tag him. I just didn't expect I don't know. I kind of figured it was
21.
What's up?
$0.8 million is a lot. I'm surprised.
Who's this? Who's this?
Honestly,
Michael Pittman.
Pittman
yeah, Pittman and the Colts. Yeah.
I wasn't. I was
surprised to go to hold on to him. I thought they would work out a deal. Honestly, that's what I thought. They would work out a deal.
That's what I thought.
$16 million.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to leave the Colts anytime soon. Why? Because you have Richardson. Like Richardson is so good. Like and he's going to be a good prospect. I just didn't think that that's what they did as a tag. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it works out for me. Again, another guy for me that I get to work with.
You guys shocked Mike Evans got a 2-year deal, $52 million.
But outside of that,
no, I wasn't surprised.
Oh yeah. That's right.
I was only surprised because I heard that he wasn't getting franchised, and I did hear he did want to go back, but I don't know, the Bucs had other decisions. Like I don't know what they're doing with Baker now. He might hit free agency. I guess Winfield's the one who got franchise tag.
I thought that was the whole thing was that Baker was going to be. Yeah, that Baker was going to be there.
I know Evans wants Baker to stay there.
That was the reason why he signed his deal, because he said, I'll sign it as long as Baker is going to be there. That's why everything's pointing to Baker staying there for a good amount of time.
Yeah, good for him. Baker's so cool, man. I like him. I really do. It doesn't bother me that he's a Buccaneer. Like I've always liked Baker as a quarterback himself. He was just in a bad situation every year. Had a new coaching staff. It was practically a new team every year. Yes, it was the same Browns, but it was just a different coaching staff every single year.
Yeah, and then when he finally got the same coaching staff for a second year, that coaching staff wanted to bury him in the damn ground.
Yeah. So
your arm hurts?
Try to kill
get
him.
out there. You're fine. You can still throw it.
Yeah, and he had an amazing year last year.
I know we have two really good running backs, but we're still going to throw the ball 50 times a game.
Yeah. He had an amazing year.
This didn't make any sense.
Yeah. So outside of that, what does this mean for these teams? At least with Washington, I feel like they have their tight end. They have their guy. We know how good Zach Ertz is. So this means that they probably won't go after a tight end. At least I don't think so.
They still might.
They might, but not early.
No, not early, for sure. Not
early. So I still think that they'll go, quarterback and then maybe a lineman first, 2 picks of their draft and then kind
That
of
makes sense,
develop
too.
their do they go defense, probably like an edge,
Mhm.
and then maybe if there's one of those running backs still sitting there with another pick, they'll probably grab one of those. The running back situation is going to be really weird for these. Like, and then there's always going to be one rookie that's going to pop off. There's always that one. You know, if I were to choose one of them, and depending on where they go, I might say Blake Corum might be the surprise here, just because he's so
He just
versatile
ran
and
so
everything.
slow, though. I
Oh,
was
I
so
know. His
surprised by
40
his
is awful.
40.
But he's so versatile. Like, his game film is what I pay more attention to. I don't care what he did in combine. I don't care about all that. I really don't. What I see on the field is different from what I see when they get tested. Like, there's 2 different players. Well, 3 different players. There's the practice one, and then what they test for, and then the actual gamed filmed player. So for me, he's kind of my bet, but we'll see what these running backs do. We've talked about this before.
Oh,
These running backs are only RB2s.
Brian got
All of
scared.
them. Yeah, look, it's coyotes outside howling. I was like, what? Ice is right next to me. What are you doing?
Yeah. My dad was telling me about some absolutely nutty mock draft he saw today.
What's that?
They had us taking Neighbors 2 over Marvin Harrison. Over Marvin Harrison Jr.
If anyone goes over Marvin Harrison Jr., I don't think Neighbors is the guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't need another 5'11" receiver. I already got like 6.
Neighbors is good. It's just he's not Marvin Harrison good. Like, there's a difference.
Right?
I like Roman Dunes, man. I think Dunes is
all 3 of those guys are really good.
I like them too, but if they're all neck and neck, do you want the 5'11" guy or the 6'5" guy?
They're all 6'5", right? I mean,
Neighbors is 5'11".
I mean, Neighbors. I'm talking about Roman Dunes.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But if they're all,
it don't matter.
Equally as good. For me, I just go for the 6'5" guy.
Neighbors can do.
I already got Terry McLaurin 5'11", Jahan Dotson 5'11", Curtis Samuel 5'11". I already got the 5'11" guys.
I'll still prefer Neighbors.
I think Neighbors is going to be a great playmaker, though. I do think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Comparing him to like young Odell Beckham.
Exactly what I'll compare him to.
Yep.
It's exactly.
Yeah, but I think he's going to be just fine wherever he goes. If he ends up with the Chargers, what a lot of people are projected him to be, I'll be okay with that. It's not the end of the world. He's a really good player, and wherever he goes, he's going to help him out.
So there's news all over Chicago about Washington, actually, and that they called the Bears apparently and said that they're going to have an unbelievable deal for them, an unbelievable deal that's going to come up, and you won't be able to say no. And
so
Ryan Post
coming up in
the next couple of weeks, and they say Ryan Post heard that, and that's why he's making these trades and all this stuff, because he believes he's going to get extra picks. I don't necessarily believe it, but that was all over the radio today in Chicago.
For the number 1 pick, or
for the number 1 pick?
Okay, because the mock draft that my dad was telling me about had us trading for Fields apparently.
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't mind that, but yeah, everything is set there.
That's why I was asking. I just wasn't sure. Like, I figured it was the number 1 pick, but I was just double checking.
Yeah, they said that he's been called to say they're gonna have a deal that you will not be able to say no to, and
that scares the crap out of me. Please no, please.
And what it sounds like it's going to be something like a 2024 switch, a 2025 second, and 2026 first.
Oh, that's a lot.
We're giving up to 2026 first.
Yeah. So they won't give up next year's first, but they believe that they'll be good enough that they don't have to worry about it the year after.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah,
they'll be set for the next couple of years.
But that's what they think that they'll be good. And so the
That's
Bears
just as good as the damn Giants offered. That we were joking about.
Exactly. Well, no, then you just turn around and trade the number 2 pick to the Giants.
To the Giants, and you just get all the picks, and then you say you stay at 5, and if you love Rome Odunze like they say they do, get them.
Yeah,
or QB.
Because these 3 receivers, no matter what you put them at, because I think Malik Neighbors is going to be the best slot receiver there's going to be. I really think he's going to be that. He could be an X too. Like, he's so good, he could be an X and a slot. But it's like, even if they get Rome Odunze, right?
Mm-hmm.
Having him opposite of DJ Moore,
and
DJ Moore would take over the top and make it open for Rome. Like, it's really crazy where the Bears could be at
if they make the right
get
decision.
themselves a receiver. Yeah.
But I still have a hard time thinking that we're going to make the right decision. Just in any way.
We'll see.
Hear the rumors coming out of Atlanta?
That they're going to talk to Kirk Cousins soon?
Kirk Cousins already contacted Kyle Pitts to try to get number 8.
I don't like that. I don't like why do you go after, like, okay. I'm not saying Kirk isn't good. I'm saying that why just get a temporary replacement? Why get a temporary when you can get yourselves a dude who could be there for 4 or 5 years?
At least 2 years. I'm like, Kyle Pitts going, oh.
Like, Kirk is just an easy fix for now.
Yeah. Exactly. He's only going to play 2 to 3 more years. So that's why are you doing that way? I don't understand.
Like, get yourself someone who's going to be there for 4 or 5 years. Like, it's stupid, but whatever. Kirk Cousins still going to be better than what the hell we have now.
Well, I said, if it gets you a Super Bowl in 2 years,
yeah, we were primed to have a good
that defense and those offensive weapons.
Yeah, anybody was better than what we had last year.
Mark is down in history. Martin would rather have a shorter receiver glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, I still don't find this funny. I really don't know why Braden thinks I like tall receivers. I
don't know if you've ever said that you like tall receivers. This is the only thing.
No, he has this embedded in his mind where I just like tall. I don't like it's. If I look, I will easily take Malik Neighbors over Rome Odunze. 100%. He's a better receiver in my opinion.
Well, we just don't know how he's Marvin Harrison. Would you take Marvin Harrison or Malik Neighbors?
I just said Malik Neighbors over Rome Odunze. I didn't say Harrison.
I have a hard time believing
that, but I was just asking because the mock draft that I had brought up had us taking Malik Neighbors over Marvin Harrison.
Well, that's stupid. We said that's stupid. Why would you take Malik Neighbors first over Harrison?
That's what I said.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, you should have told your dad he's stupid. That's a dumb article he saw and then trash it. That was the point. Like, it's stupid articles like that make it like, who in the right mind is going to take? No, that's dumb. You have a one of the best receivers coming in probably in the world for the next 5 years, and no,
on the cheap. Right? You actually get on the cheap.
Yeah, all the cheap. Yeah, exactly.
Malik Neighbors over Harrison. That's stupid. What's up, Anthony?
No, I agree. That's why when he told me that, I was like, over Marvin Harrison. Because when he first sent me the mock draft, I was like, does this mean the Bears took Marvin Harrison number 1? And that's why we went Malik Neighbors? And he's like, no, like with Caleb Williams. And I'm like,
well, then why are you reading this article? That's stupid.
I wasn't reading it. My dad was.
No, that's what you should have told him. Like, why in the hell you?
That's what I did tell him. I said, no.
Like, that's
and then
not
his response was,
work.
Well, apparently the word out there is that Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison aren't as far apart as we thought. And I said, even if they're even, I'm still taking Marvin Harrison over Malik Neighbors.
No, yeah.
I was like, two super good receiver. One's 5'11", one's 6'5".
Malik Neighbors is good. He's
Don't get me
just
wrong,
not better than Harrison.
Yeah, Malik
like
Neighbors.
if I look at Malik Neighbors, and I know this is kind of weird because like he's going to the same school as this guy, but Jamar Chase-esque, Chris Olave-esque.
Right.
Like,
I agree.
That's how I see him.
But then I think you look at Marvin Harrison, and you're like, shades of Megatron, possibly.
Oh, well, I'm
gonna take Megatron
like,
any day of the week over a young Odell Beckham, over Jamar Chase. Like, come on now.
Over almost anybody. Just like whatever. I don't care what
Marvin
you think.
Harrison is like.
That's why I was like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Like Marvin Harrison is like Drake London, but fast. But he's hard to tackle, and he's tall as hell. Mm-hmm. But he's fast.
He does have Drake London,
the greatest prospect.
That's about it.
He's the best prospect that has ever come out. Well, it hasn't come out since Megatron. He is the best prospect as receiver. That's ever.
Like,
I mean, like,
it's just like Megatron is a hard comparison because he's so good. But
6'5",
I want to put
239 with a 4.3, 440. Yeah, that's really hard.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard comparison. Like
that being said, I wouldn't put it past my team to do something stupid like that. So,
what's up,
you guys have done before? You have done it before.
What up, guys? How are you doing?
I know
we're doing pretty good. I mean,
but
both me and Brian are still not home, but so it is what it is. I'm out of state. Brian is in his hotel. When are you done with this hotel madness?
Probably another 2.5 weeks.
Oh my gosh, dude!
2.5 weeks. You gotta be ready. You gotta be built.
So you guys moved out. So they bought your house when it wasn't even ready yet.
Yeah.
So they bought the house when you gotta sell your house when you gotta sell your house.
Man, he got it off.
I understand that. But is this hotel compensating, or is it like you have to pay out of pocket right now?
Pay out of pocket, but I have a pretty good rate. I got a friend. I got a guy.
Okay, all right.
You got all the guys.
Between
Martin and Brian, there's nothing they can't do.
So any free agents of 3 y'all want your teams to go after?
Tyrone Smith.
Yeah, for you, you need offensive linemen.
I want Tyrone Smith.
Didn't the Bills just cut their center?
Yeah.
They're all pro center.
Yeah, I'll take him too. Yeah, bring him in.
Like,
got this.
What are you guys doing? I don't even understand.
I don't know. Of the ones that are available for Falcons' sake, I'm trying to think. Like,
I already told Kadani yesterday for me.
You're going to get Eddie Jackson. Eddie
Jackson's probably going to be a
safety is what we kind of need. Yeah.
And he's from
that's
Chicago,
probably
so
going
perfect fit.
Yeah, more than likely we get Chicago dudes for some reason. I don't know why. That's just what we kind of tend to do. I'm trying to pull up a damn list of like everything that's there, and I can't.
Well, that's not a bad comp either for Marvin Harrison, AJ Green.
Because he also doesn't have the pedigree. I think that's the issue, though. It's also the pedigree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got the talent of AJ Green with the pedigree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see here. So,
but you, Brian, who do you want on your team?
Wilkins.
Say what?
Give me Wilkins. Wilkins from Miami. I want him 100%.
No,
you can't have to. No.
Well, we can't get freaking Josh Allen. Apparently, he got franchise tags.
Yeah. So, Wilkins is scheduled to come to Chicago already. We've already contacted him. Saying we'll see you on Monday at 10 a.m.
You're gonna pay another edge rusher $25+ million a season?
No, you put Wilkins at the 3.
Oh,
and then you get
Wilkins at the 3.
Put Wilkins at the 3. Then you put get a rookie. Jared Verse or someone of that ilk at your other end, and now you have a great pass rush to go with it. So that's Well,
Josh Allen drag and trade. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance still. Okay.
So no, they already said they're not negotiating with him anymore.
So it's a tag and trade then.
Yeah. Same Brian Burns. They're not negotiating with Brian Burns.
Ooh, maybe I'll take
they're
Brian Burns.
They're not negotiating. Yeah.
I'll take Brian Burns instead. Although that'll be a lot more of a higher price. But
Brian, he's going to be expensive as hell.
I think Wilkins is more expensive than Brian Burns. I think a 3 technique is more expensive than a defensive end.
But I don't need a 3 technique. I got a couple of them.
You do. You have enough. You can sell one and be all right.
Right.
Yeah. I for us, it'll be like a corner that we'll need. Because man, did CJ Jackson already sign?
No.
That might be the guy that I might want.
JC Jackson?
That's a good answer.
JC.
I was just making sure
I flipped the C in the J.
Yeah, I was just making sure that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, but no, that guy, yeah. Maybe just to get DB help.
Cut by the Patriots, so
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you could get what's his name? Xavier Howard's available too. Dolphins let him go.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They let him earlier.
Why?
Really early.
The money, they're like $60 million over the cap.
Isn't that bad?
And they still gotta pay Tua.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously it helped once they got the $30 million added, but I think they're still looking ahead to having to pay Tua. That's why they let Wilkins go. That's why they let all these people go.
That's crazy.
Yep. Because they said they offered Wilkins something, and it was not even worth $19 million.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so then why did you really offer him anything? Like,
right.
If you did, if it's not.
Dolphins are 18. Yeah, see, I knew it was a lot less because they got the extra 30. But they were like
18,
40 or 50 over the cap.
But being negative 18.8 and then having to still play Tua kind of puts you in position.
Mm-hmm. Does.
Yeah. Yeah, but Anthony, we mentioned this about Zach Ertz earlier. So we were saying if he can stay healthy.
If he's healthy, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the way, we were seeing how Brock Bowers might be. Oh, we said this like about a week ago, week and a half. It started to drop a little bit.
I think he's dropping maybe out of the top 10, but I still think he goes before 15.
Yeah, we'll see.
He'll go in that 10 to 15 range.
Yeah, Brian wants more Power Rangers.
The Power Rangers stuff, Christian Wilkins. Yes, I do. I want 100%.
And then Josh Allen's probably a tag and trade.
He definitely is.
We're bringing.
That's what seems like it's going because they don't have it. They want, and they're asking for a first round pick.
Yeah, we'll give him a 25.
We'll see.
All right, I'm not gonna get this overlay. I've been trying this.
We'll give them a 25, and then we'll give the Panthers a 26.
Not getting it, okay.
By then, and then we'll just have
Josh
Burns running Rupshaw.
We could push it till next week and do like a 4 rookie. We'll do Jared versus Latu, and then we can continue from there. Do Dallas Turner, obviously, that we all like, and then we can go Dallas Turner and also Adrian Cooper. So, yeah. So we'll have. Damn, we'll have 4 rookies next week. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I figured.
I've been trying. I was sitting there playing it. I was like, why it's not dragging? And I can't get off of it. But I think I'm streaming and trying to do it, and that's just kind of.
No, yeah, I got you. It's difficult. That's why I asked you if you need to, if you needed to leave, and you didn't say anything. You just stayed on. I'm like, okay.
I was sitting there trying to do it while I was doing it. It's like, why is it not working?
No, it's fine. So we'll shoot
from the hip. We can definitely tell you were doing something. Your eyes were working.
Because you have to, when you do an overlay, you want to make it a picture. So you want to have it made it a picture, made it, had it everything set up, and then when I tried to add it to the add overlay, it just would not do it, and it's like, and it was slowing down everything else. And I was like, okay, this is too much, and it's too big. I made it too big of a file. That's
cool.
basically what happened.
Hey, no worries. We'll just do it next week. We'll just kind of speed through them. I know Latu was one of them. We were going to talk about how him and Jared Verse like they play almost the same position. They're
really
indifferent a little bit, but
I don't know. I feel like they're very similar. Like everything is with them is very, very similar. Except Latu, I worry about his neck injury. But besides his neck injury, I mean, he is a playmaker. But Jared Verse is a playmaker too. You know, and they're both about that 4.6 speed. They're both
are
6'4",
they on the same
6'5".
side?
Yes, they both played.
Are they on the same side, right?
They both play on the right side.
I wasn't sure if they were both like one's left, one's right, but yeah, no, we'll talk about that next week.
I like it. I mean, they are so similar. So it's weird because I was doing the thumbnail, and every thumbnail had them both in the same stance. So I had to mirror it and flip it because they both were doing the same exact stance because they're the same side.
So you did what I did last year. This year, I don't know if you've noticed that. This year, I kind of just got lazy with it, and that's only because I got home late. So I just kind of like cropped them out. Just where last year I would have them outlined and everything and whatnot, but it's fine. It's all good. Next week we'll figure it out. But for now, like coming up on this draft, like the draft that we've been seeing, they should be pretty much damn near close top 15. Latu's kind of fell a little bit to the 15, a little bit somewhere around that area.
It's because of the injury.
I think his injury scared people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have multiple neck injuries?
Was it just he's had 2 or 3.
I was gonna say I thought it was multiple.
Yeah. So, but either way, like even if one of them goes, I'm saying one of them go to the Broncos, or maybe even I think the Colts might get one of them, depending on how the Broncos react to their trade. Like the Broncos are going to be busy this offseason, like free agency. If they don't make a move to trade to move up to get one of these QBs, then I don't see any other way for them not getting JJ McCarthy. That's what
they don't have any money. But here's the thing: in the last couple mock drafts, JJ McCarthy has been going in the top 5. The last today, if you guys are looking at, he's been going the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be their guy.
And there's possible that
he's not going to be there.
There's a possibility that there's 4 quarterbacks picked in the top 5 draft picks.
Yeah,
like 4 of the top 5 could be all.
They're going to have to make a move. It's this giant freaking contract they gave damn Russell, and it's going to hurt him. So,
hey,
I don't know.
Peyton said he's perfectly happy with Stidham.
Buying through. I mean, you have to say that about the guy.
Speaking of giant contracts, that guy got like a 2-year, $30 million contract or something like that. $40 million contract.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's bonkers to me the fact that they gave this man so much money and they did nothing with it.
So did you hear about Russell's dead cap space? So Russell now owns the record for causing a team to have the most dead cap space.
Mm-hmm.
And his is more than 2 and 3 combined.
Yeah.
Because 2 is Matt Ryan. Yeah, 2 is Matt Ryan. And then 3, I can't remember 3 now. Braden, who was 3 again? I don't know. But like 2 was Matt Ryan at like 42. And then 3 was another quarterback at like 35.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
For most dead cap space. Aaron Rodgers, that's what it was. After going to the Packers,
Aaron Rodgers
or to the Jets. Yep.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers.
This comment up.
Oh, I had it up for a while. We kept talking. I just think it's funny because there's no tax in Florida. So he's just saying 19 million in Florida is better than 30 million in California.
Yes, but you understand also the cost of living there is so high too. So like if you ever look at you see me looking for a house, right? So the average down payment for a house in Florida for an average house is $98,000 for an average house. In Ohio, the down payment for our average house is $15,000. Same house.
Yep.
One's
It's crazy.
98,000. Other one's 15,000. Same.
It's wild to me.
House is 400,000.
You say in California there is no down payment. You have to pay cash, straight cash, homie.
The cost of living is astronomical, man.
So
people
be living in have a break.
People be living in four income houses, man, just to survive in a two.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're becoming China. Like everyone just lives in one roof, man. The whole family, it don't matter. Just
there you go, Broncos. They get 16 mil.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Y'all are in hotels. What's going on? No, so I'm at my mom's. I'm helping her move back home, and so that's
I just need somewhere to live. I'm homeless.
Yeah, he's still waiting on his house. Are you even like 50% done? Like, is it almost done?
Oh yeah, no.
Come here, Brian. We got a guest room.
Okay,
but hey, tell Brady, like, hey, let's do her.
So hold on. This house, like, was it built? Like, did you have a blueprint that you wanted, or is it kind of like a one of those?
Someone backed out of it. It was a new community. Someone backed out of it, and I was able to swoop in and grab it, but it wasn't going to be done for another 3 months because I had to pick out, where I want outlets, where I want flooring, what I want to do, all this stuff. So they've done 85% of the house. Even outside, they're painted outside. They've done all the stuff in the inside. They laid down the floors and all the cabinets and the countertops are in. So it's getting done. It's getting there.
He said there's a Culver's down the road. You're good to stay here.
Hey, I can go to work. We're good to go. Let's go. And I bring food home every day. I'll bring lunch on me. I got you.
You better make sure there's no cheese on those burgers, or my sister will go ballistic.
Put
it on the side. It's all right.
Put it on the side.
No,
this is crazy right here, though.
Yes. Don't tell me. Don't come here. What? Russell Wilson
will never take a snap under the contract extension he got with Denver.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, get out of here. We don't care about the Saints.
Look, don't come in here. We're fixed. We're almost. You have never been fixed. Every year you are in the negative, Jonathan. Like every year you are like at the beginning.
You're the poster boy for kicking the can down the road. Just
by February. By February, if you guys didn't know, they were in like the 60s, man. They were in the 60s. Like that's crazy. And you guys don't tell me you're almost fixed. Get the hell out of here. Next year you're gonna be in the 40s, starting maybe 60. I don't even know. I don't know how you guys even survive having these players on payroll. Like, you know what it is? All the money goes to the players. And they have volunteers working the damn restaurants on game days.
That makes more.
Like, that's probably what they're doing. Poor bastards. Hey, if you work, or what do you have in there? If you work our pretzel station this game, we'll give you a ticket for next game. How about that? Is that
exactly? I said we will play for you to come into the game next time.
You guys have no staff. I don't know what's going on with the Saints. I don't know how you guys survived. I really don't. I'm surprised you guys aren't bankrupt. Oh my gosh. Brian, let me get a triple meat with bacon burgers and all the fries you can give me.
I give you a whole bag of fries. Put them in the fryer. 3.5 minutes. You good to go, man.
If we show, like, do you work? Like, you don't work the actual kitchen, right? You're mainly in the office.
I am great in the kitchen. When you start from the beginning, like you have to do every little thing. So like 15 years ago when I started, I had to learn how to do all the little things. I know how to do everything. And
if we showed up, what would happen?
Oh, I could actually work the entire restaurant by myself.
Brian just does it all.
Yeah, I can literally do it.
And you know what? He's probably.
But do you want to do it?
He's probably.
I can do it for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
bring it up.
After that, you're like, I'm done.
Get it all up. After
As
that,
long as
like-
it's like not too busy, you know.
Do you have like an arm extension for your phone and you're talking about movies and stuff while you're grilling burgers and stuff too?
I could do that,
Like you're
or
talking
I
about
could just
your
do like
comments?
you. You'll have
All
like
right,
the
guys.
green screen
This is
behind
what
me.
we have today. We
Iron
bought
is
some new
motherfucking
Spider-Man
SpongeBob
comics,
over here.
and hold on, I gotta go flip some burgers real quick. That's that.
I put on that Rick Ross hustling real quick, and I feel like I can do it all. I'll put the fries, make the burgers, just, get all this stuff together, go up front, ring it all up. I got this, man.
You ever take a day off? Like, do you ever just take a day, like, besides outside of football, did you ever just, like, not do anything?
Because I'm an operator, the owner operator, like, there's not a day that I don't have to answer something. Like, I was going to take tomorrow off, but then it turns out I have to go to a banquet for a fundraiser and give money. So it is what it is.
I know, right? I know. That's the same thing I was talking about.
Every day I'm hustling. Exactly.
Brian could work, but why not read comics with the door locked? Green screen.
I do go
Brian
around.
just doesn't stop, man. He used to make fun of me all the time, and now he's the one who shot himself in the foot, and he's the one doing it.
I literally have a comic with me at all points in time, just in case,
That's madness. If we showed up, he's gonna stay in the back. As soon as we walk in, he turns into Mr. Krabs. Throws us out and screams, my leg. I can't see where he goes.
Hey, no,
Sorry,
there's not gonna be a time I'll ever give up or not have money. I'll never not take money. So, hey, I don't care if we're closing and you pull up the last second. We better take you. Let's go.
Brian the Hashlinger Slasher, yeah, man.
Hey,
he just doesn't stop, man. But that's good. I mean, hopefully your new house is fixed up soon, and you can have all your beautiful junk behind you that you've collected. Oh my God. No.
New stuff that because I order stuff ahead of time, so
it's
as it
a
comes
hotel
out,
room. It's a hotel. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
I already paid for it, so it's coming, man. This is already coming.
You have a problem. You legitimately have a problem.
The fact that I have like comic books like right here next to me is so funny to me. It's just
man's living at a hotel, creating a studio. Right? This
is my area.
Brian is Voldemort of his colors. Does everything well. Yeah.
No, I'm Baltimore, and everyone's afraid that
Dude,
Brian, I don't think that's the right way. I'm a good doctor. Just
no, that's madness. All right, so let's get back to we were talking about the Jaguars a little bit. How Josh Allen is now signed with who was he officially signed with? Someone mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, he says confirmed, but I couldn't find this anywhere.
It's not.
I don't know.
It's not. I've looked everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know where he gets his stuff. I was like, wait, what?
But speaking of Jags, if you drafted Tank Bigsby, I'm still not believing in this hype.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't care what coaches say. Oh, yeah, we're going to reduce the role of somebody and then give the role to my other running back who's probably just as good. No, get out of here. I'm not buying that. However, if the owner to Travis Etienne buys the hype, that might be the man you want to buy the running back from. You're like, you know what? Tank Bigsby's going to take over. You might want to fork him over. I'll buy him for cheap. Dude, there's no way that Travis.
I don't think he's gonna take over, but I just think he'll have more of a role than he did last year.
Okay,
but Travis Etienne.
But you're gonna tell the person who has him that they're gonna take over. If you're trying to get Etienne, you're gonna tell him that. That's exactly what you're gonna tell him.
He said
you're trying to get Tank, or not Tank, but.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Tank Bigsby. I didn't realize you were going after the guy who has Etienne. My bad.
You're going after the guy who's going Etienne.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell me that Etienne's going to get a reduced role. No way. No way. If anything's going to be 50-50, no team out there doesn't have two running backs that don't utilize both their running backs.
You look at Seattle. You look at Atlanta. And Bijan is a beast, and they still use two running backs. So like
it's the way of the roll, man. Like no, I would definitely try and offer him for cheap. Like more like obviously a first is gonna do it, obviously. But you'd like if that's what they're offering, like, nah, you know what? Tank Bigsby's gonna take over. I might want him to get him for like a third and a second. I'm not giving you a first, my guy. What's
the
this?
Bills Josh Allen going to the Seahawks. No, he's not.
He's like, I don't know about the Jags, Josh Allen. Said he was talking about the Bills, Josh Allen.
You coming in here with your nonsense of your 23 million and your Josh Allen. Get out of here.
Yeah, you were at 80, but it was nice that you got 30 off the top because that's the cap got increased.
Yeah. Yeah, look. Either way, I'm not look, whatever Doug Peterson said, I'm not buying. This is just way before the hype. Like training camp hasn't even happened. Who knows? They might get themselves another run back. Who knows?
I think that they're actually trying to light a fire under Etienne. You see him and you think that he could be a special running back. So what they're trying to do, they're doing the same thing that the Bears did to Jalen Johnson. They put him on the second team, right? During the time where this is the time. But by the time it's time to play, he's our all pro, he's our all everything guy. You know who your guy is. You trying to light a fire under him? Cool, I guess. But don't try to play me and tell me that he's not the end all be all. Etienne is the guy.
Yeah,
so
no.
If you want to believe in Bixby, go ahead, go get Bixby. Whatever, But
I hope
give me Etienne.
Bixby hype rolls in, so I can get a good price on Etienne. The redraft. Get out of here. The time is now to trade for him. The time is now to go get Etienne. Like, and it's these stupid little like reports that come out every now and then that I'll absolutely love, and I don't buy into many of them. I really don't. Like, if anything, I swing it my way, and I convince the person I'm trading to try and get into it sometimes. But these two already know. Like, there is no swindling these two. Like, I already know. Mark knows my methods.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so does Braden. And it's crazy is we have our show and not a single one of them tune in weekly or daily. They come in every now and then, and we tell them the exact truth and what's gonna happen, how it happens, and if they actually listen,
it goes
to us,
in one ear and out the other.
If they actually listen to us, like how difficult that league would be. Like, you know how difficult that league would be? It's crazy. Reduced role could mean he isn't taking 90% of the snaps. He'll take 7. Yeah, I'll still take 7.
Exactly.
I'll still take 7.
He says Trubisky's the starter now.
Yeah, you're just no, get it. Jonathan's just
the Alouettes.
They
Trubisky's the starter for the Alouettes. Yeah. Saskatchewan.
Shut up, Jonathan. Say what?
I said Saskatchewan. He could be a starter there.
Yeah. Saskatchewan Alouettes.
Yeah.
Alouettes. Yeah,
exactly. I have Etienne on my Mahomes Burrow team. Yeah, no. See, Etienne's gonna be a very I hope it's like if you're in a full point PPR, like Etienne is madness. Like that's good for you. Like for real, it's good for you. Because damn. Like, I still believe in the Trevor Lawrence. Like, I understand it's been 3 years, but like, I still believe, man. I really do. Like, I give it. This is gonna be make or break for me next year. Like, this is the 4th year now, right? The 4th year is where I make my final judgment. I'm like, okay, maybe at this point you weren't as good as you were. I can say the same thing about. Like if Justin Fields, when he goes to his new team and he puts up the crappy numbers, then I'm like, damn, maybe it was.
I'm at a point where I'm at a point right now that I think when he does go.
So
and I think that he's gonna have a Lamar Jackson, not like he wins MVP, but a Lamar Jackson-esque type of year next year. And someone's gonna be a benefit, and someone's gonna be like, what the hell?
There is the doubt though that if they stay with the same team 4 years and it's the same production, I dub them they suck. But if it's the same team and then on their 4th year they kind of go to a different team, I may give them an extra year because it's in that system.
I feel like you've had time to know the NFL well enough that you should be able to pick up anything that you do. Because if you're going to another team, you chose that team, so they chose you. So they're building a team, a structure around you. It's not like the first 2 years where you're with a crappy team.
Structured yet, though? What if that team isn't fully structured yet?
Like
if they're 1 year away, like I know you can get here now, but we have no receivers for you. If you get here now, like we're missing 2 pieces on the line, like you understand that, right? Okay, I'll sign it, but next year we're gonna be baller, right? Like that's the issue I have. Like I don't know.
I got you.
So yeah, same. None of my league mates watch it. Watched it at first. So there's now almost every show, and one other tunes in from the time to time. But yeah, it's crazy because we say what we're going to do on waivers and trades. Yeah, no, we literally say what we're going to do, and we literally think what other teams should do, and they don't do it, or they do it, and we're like, yeah, they should have done that a long time ago, and they're like, damn, you're right. Like,
I wish someone would have told me. We're like, oh, we put it out there for you.
Like it's crazy, man. Someone said that draft Caleb and hold on to Fields. I hope to play. He's increase his trade value and give Caleb a year to see. I don't think the Bears would do that though. Like, why would they hold 2 QBs like that? They no.
Not when you don't have any. You got rid of your trade. You don't have any draft picks anymore. You're down to 4 draft picks. So
the haul that they can get for is what they're going to miss
from either one of them. You have to do it, and I think what you do this. You do hold the Justin Fields until after the 21st when you meet Caleb Williams. And if Caleb Williams wows you, okay, trade Justin Fields. By that time, you know Kirk Cousins is. You know there's going to be teams that are going to need somebody. That makes sense. It's fine. But if you meet Caleb Williams and you have question marks, don't draft him.
Yeah.
Trade down.
Yeah.
Get everything else you can.
Loses. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
Both on the same team.
Potential.
Go ahead, Mark.
You have to go potential.
I saw something that kind of blew my mind. If you take Justin Fields' last 16 games or 17 games and compare it to Lamar Jackson's last 17 games,
I know.
Justin Fields has like 400 more rushing yards, more passing yards, more passing touchdowns.
A higher completion rate.
A higher completion percentage.
On a crappier team.
It's crazy. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I don't understand how the hate on this man.
Yet Lamar Jackson's winning the MVP, and
I don't understand the hate. I don't get it. People are like, oh, and like, you know, the other day I saw a trade, man. They're like, hey, should I trade DJ Moore or keep him because he's getting a quarterback upgrade? I'm like, is it though?
Because he's getting a quarterback upgrade?
Like, is
if
it?
If it was an upgrade, you keep him.
What this man?
If it was an upgrade, you wouldn't be asking that question.
And that's precisely how I felt. Like, I'm like, you don't even know what this dude's gonna be yet.
Right?
Like, how is it a quarterback upgrade? Like, is he going 101? Yeah.
I'm not a Caleb Williams guy. I know that. But I will say this. I think his floor is Kyler Murray. He could be really good. It's possible.
That's not a bad floor, man.
But his floors, and that's why teams are looking at him saying, if the worst is the guy who can't lead a team but can make all the throws, if that's the worst he could be, then it might be worth it. My point is that if Justin Fields is good and you could have got a haul for this pick with Justin Fields, then you effed up. You should have done it.
Because the Bears will be set up for the next few years by making this trade. Like, you can't just keep them there. Yeah, you can't just. I have a third rounder is likely for Fields now. I feel like you are giving him up for too little. I like Fields more than a third. He should be more than a third.
So if you trade him now, but if after Kirk Cousins and Baker Mayfield sign, because Baker Mayfield's signing back with Tampa Bay, it's going to happen. I'm telling you.
Peanut butter.
And if Kirk Cousins signs with anyone in Atlanta, Atlanta's going to have to give up a second round pick for him. And actually, I think they're going to have to give a second and a fifth now. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Justin Fields, if he gets traded, it'll be for a second and a fifth.
Lamar only got MVP
They didn't want to give it to Purdy.
Purdy didn't even deserve it either.
He didn't deserve it.
Christian McCaffrey deserved it.
Don't tell Rasta that. You know he's gonna get mad.
I'll say Justin Fields
I said another
is an upgrade.
Deserved it,
He'll be an upgrade for the 49ers. How about that?
Rasta is like the biggest Purdy fan I know. It's crazy. It's really crazy how much of a Purdy fan he is.
We got mediocre QB play.
The Bears were 7-10 with mediocre QB play. I feel like they aren't far away from.
The Bears were 7-10 with an awful offensive line play, especially at the beginning of the year. We have never had a good
also
center.
Don't have D line either.
And in your second best receiver had like 19 catches, and they are 7-10. So if you fix those problems, yes, I think it's keeping Fields and fixing those other issues is way better, smart idea. That's why I think Washington should also trade down. I just think some teams just trade down.
DJ Moore was wide receiver 6 at half.
Can we trade down? Get Tyron Smith?
Can't go much more. No, and you like if DJ Moore has and that's the thing. And I did mention in that comment when he was saying, I'm like, do you even know? I said, have you looked at DJ Moore's recent years? And then I that was the question. And then I followed up with, no matter who he's had, he's always been productive, no matter which QB and team he's been with. He's had Sam Darnold, Teddy Bridgewater, Cam Newton, freaking Fitzpatrick. Was it Fitzpatrick or Fitzgerald? I don't know, some other dude. Also, the dude who used to play on the line starts with the D. I can't remember his name. But he's had so many QBs throw to him, and yet he's so productive. Like, he's the most unfortunate receiver I've ever met or seen. He is so good, but he's been on
you could put Terry McLaurin in that conversation too.
But,
so DJ Moore has played with Cam Newton, Kyle Allen, Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Darnold, and Baker Mayfield.
Kyle Allen? Wasn't there a Fitzpatrick, or he played for the
not PJ Walker?
So, nah.
They're always the backups. That's what they're saying the starter was Cam Newton, Kyle Allen, Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Darnold, and Baker Mayfield.
Terry McLaurin played with Josh Johnson, Mark Sanchez, Dwayne Haskins. I mean, that's just 1 year.
Oh my gosh, dude. I know. I'm sorry, Rasta. I'm sorry. All right. They're not going to give it to your boy. Yes, you are. You're 100% a Purdy fan. I said something about the Niners having a good roster, and I said any QB can probably up their game up like by a notch or two. And then I got crapped on by you because, like, oh, don't disrespect Purdy. I'm like, I had nothing to do with Purdy, first of all. And you decided to bring Purdy, and I'm like, look, I didn't say Purdy. I said any quarterback in that system would up their game. And you said don't disrespect. I'm like, get the hell out of here, bro. And
you're not the first one to say that either, because I mean we had a whole episode, a Gridiron Heights talking about, hey, we're the San Francisco 49ers. We'll make it there somehow, no matter what. No matter what hoopty they have as a car, they'll just put the next guy in. And it works.
Mm-hmm. That defense played well with Sweat. Yeah, it's just Sweat, though. That's all. They need another dude there. Like
you put a 3 technique in there. Oh my God, that defense
need another dude. Sweat is good. Don't get me wrong, but look how much better they could be if they had Sweat. DJ Moore still. I don't care.
Put a 3 technique there. What do you call the people he had in Washington?
Well, you guys just had too much crap.
I'm saying on the Bears.
I'm talking about on the Bears.
He's mentioning
Montez Sweat,
that defense.
The man.
That defense was just the Bears played with. Yes.
Montez Sweat was the man on the Bears, and it works. It works so much better with it.
Yeah, I'll still take DJ Moore over there. I know a lot. I don't care what people are going to say. I still like the way he plays. I mean, I appreciate that he did, but regular season stats number 1 seed. Any other QB that wasn't him would have won. The hate just going so crazy that they basically turned the MVP race into Christmas Day game. Look,
the stuff that he's saying is not wrong, but I think what the problem with Purdy is that everyone recognizes that it's the in the air flight. It's just
no, you're not.
You know, it's the yak
You ain't
that
done.
got him all that. Christian McCaffrey was killing. I mean, Debo was killed. Like everything was yak. So he had 4,000 yards, but like was it 2,800 yards of it was yak? Like so that's kind of like, all right, I guess that tells you definitely that he benefits from having great players around him. But there's a lot.
Hey.
I do believe there's a lot of quarterbacks that could not do what he did, but I think Sam Darnold could. So that's where I draw the line.
Damn. Hey, I'm a Niners fan, so of course I'm gonna back my team up, but that is just wrong. We've had the same system, but not everyone was excited. It was our defense that took us to the Super Bowl. The other teams. So, what do you mean? Like, yeah. I mean, like, it's like what you were saying implied the fact that I knew, like, honestly, Kyle Shanahan is just a QB producer. Man.
Genius. He's a genius. Regular season like, genius.
There is going to be the one guy that tells, well, what about Trey Lance? I'm like, look, man, I don't roll, black all the time. Like sometimes I go red because sometimes it doesn't work all the time. All right. 9 out of 10 times, Kyle Shanahan is going to have a producing QB no matter who it is. Trey Lance was just the outlier. He couldn't work with the man. Despite of what they did,
he only had 1
Brock
year
Purdy
in college.
Brock Purdy works very well with Shanahan. Like certain QBs have a certain reach for their coaches that they just mesh. And he just did it. So you done? I don't believe you're done. I really don't. You're gonna keep on going. Love you guys. Just got home. Yeah.
Subscribe button.
I don't say that much.
Definitely.
I really don't say that much. I really don't. But if you do, awesome. Appreciate it. We give out a jersey every 100. So for those who already know, you already know. Some of you don't. Hold on, nobody in here has a jersey yet, huh? And they've been in here forever. It's that rare, guys. It's that rare. Yeah, nobody here has one.
Especially to draft Cooper from Iowa 101. You're stupid.
Jonathan's coming in here with madness. DeJon Cooper. Wow.
I love Jonathan though. That's all right.
Oh my god.
Don't give me that yak argument. Mahomes MVP season had a higher percentage of yak. Yeah.
See,
and Purdy did last year. It's all perception.
He ain't done. Where's my I'm done now comment? I hope that's your last one. The player
because I got something to say about that, but I think we just extend the comment too long. Whatever.
Maybe. The player San Francisco misses the most is Alex.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that guy for 8 years. I can't root for Purdy no matter what I do. I just can't. Jonathan,
he's pretty good.
Does
man.
You know who Jonathan? Yeah, you know who Jonathan reminds me of Prime Time. Both of those dudes, both of them have grudges, and they hold on to these grudges for many years. Prime Time is probably the most.
Let go of your grudges, except for me, because I hate anyone from Green Bay. And I even said on my show yesterday, like, man, if Aaron Rodgers was right here on fire right next to me, would I piss to put him out? I have to really question it. I don't know. Like, that's the grudge I hold for him. Except he's on my fantasy team, so then I'll probably get a blanket now. But,
yeah.
You're
not wrong, Peanut Butter. You're not wrong.
In Cleveland,
he was a really good lineman. Not gonna lie.
He caught Shanahan.
He was there for a long time.
Bears would turn into the 85 Bears instantly. What do you guys? What do you mean? Like,
it's that dog in him.
It's the dog in him.
He has that dog in him.
Yeah, no, we don't need to be the 85 Bears because I don't know if the 85 Bears can hang with a 2024 team now. Football has changed. 85 Bears would be like clotheslining people. Yeah, they be
They're too
clotheslining people,
fast.
and then they'll be getting flags every time.
They'd be the most penalized team in the history of the NFL.
I think the 85 Bears would be too slow for the speed that's now.
The safeties and corners in the 80s have changed are different than what we have now. The receivers are different. So like safeties and corners used to be, you don't have to be the fastest guy, but you had to be real tough. You can't do any of that stuff anymore. So and I don't see that helping.
I also feel like the receivers nowadays are bigger than what they were back then.
Mm-hmm. Well, all positions are bigger.
Yeah,
like in the 80s, offensive linemen were under 300 pounds.
That's so true. The fridge being over 300 pounds was a phenomenon.
Right.
Like there's a lineman under 300 pounds. This is like, what's wrong with him?
He was called the fridge because he was so big, and he'd be like normal size today.
You'd be like, you need to eat some more, fridge.
Right. Like he would just fit right in with everybody else now.
The PI rules would mess up the force. Yeah, it would. I think
Bears press coverage too, and they did all across the board. So can you imagine trying to press someone 5 yards and they're like throwing people like this, beating them up for first 5 yards? It would be awful.
I feel like me and Cam have similar QB thoughts. If you aren't a game changer, I really can't like you. That's why Jameis is that guy. Yeah, there's game changers
in the positive for the other team.
There is game changers, but then there are QBs that work very well with who they're coached by. And I think that's why there's certain QBs like Josh Allen's a game changer. But damn, was he one when the ball was there.
But Dable? Oh man, he was there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a difference, but he was gone now, so Dable was like, all right. But he's still a game changer. But it's like
it's not to the same
went
level
to New York. Daniel Jones was easily about to be dubbed one of the greatest busts ever. And then he had that amazing year where he was just pretty good. And we're like, holy crap. All right, well, maybe we like this guy and we keep him there. So it's crazy how one coach can just change a whole QB's outlook.
I wonder.
See, that's going to say. He agrees that Jameis is a game changer for both teams.
That's because Jameis is the only QB that he'll throw for 35 touchdowns and throw for 35 interceptions.
Picks, yep.
I love Jameis, man. It's just a bummer that he loves the Saints so much and he's happy as a backup. He's happy, and ultimately that's all that matters for a human being. But I would have loved to see him go sign for some other team and be a starter. Like he's just so fun to watch. He's like Baker to me. Like he's not elite, great, but he's very entertaining on what they do, and it's crazy. Like I love watching this.
I think I like Baker more. Baker's just. I think he has something special.
Yeah, but you never know what you're gonna get with Jameis. I'm not comparing him.
That's true.
I'm not
That's
saying
true because Jameis has an arm.
I'm just saying.
I feel like Jameis, if he took the game seriously, would be one of those special quarterbacks, like those special guys that fit a ball into holes that you just don't even think is possible. If he took the game that seriously,
crazy stuff. Yeah, it's amazing because when Jameis is out there, every Chris Olave fan or fantasy owner is like, hell yeah, Chris Olave is about to eat today. Because why? Jameis will just throw that thing 80 yards, don't even care. He's like, he's down there, I'm going to get it to him regardless.
And the owners and the safeties and the corners on the other team are like, heck yeah, Jameis is out there.
You don't care. Yeah, exactly. I lost all QB respect in San Fran when I saw Jimmy G throw 9 passes in a conference title game. Damn, all QBs. That's not really his fault, though, is it?
Wow. So 5 minutes ago says Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield are making progress toward a long-term deal to stay with the Bucs.
Good for him.
Up to 5 years.
That's good for him.
I heard 4 years, but 5. That's nuts. That's good.
I was like, what? What?
Well, I heard 4 years.
I thought 3. I thought 3.
I thought
but yeah,
3 to 4.
Yeah.
But 5.
How about Jameis back up in the Chargers? I mean, why are you bringing this up? He's happy where he's at. He's happy where he's at. Jameis is already pretty special right now. I like Jameis. I really do. Like he's happy where he's at. Going anywhere else as a backup, like I think it's the city. I really think it's Louisiana that he just loves.
Yeah.
I like to relax and hang out. Hey guys, can I just go through this? All these DBs that have been released.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
This Xavier Howard, Tre'Davious White, Eddie Jackson, Kevin Byard, Jordan Poyer, Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs, J.C. Jackson, Darius Williams, Rashawn Jenkins. Like all those guys got released.
Did Micah Hyde? Is he still playing with the Bills despite he's 34?
Yep.
They're trying to reset the safety cornerback market like they did the running back market.
Oh, and Maddox from the Eagles too.
What about Jamal Adams?
All these guys
cut.
Jamal Adams got cut. Yeah, he got cut. Quandre Diggs and Jamal Adams got cut.
Yep, they got rid of both.
I don't know. I kind of saw that. He's kind of been.
I was surprised that the Jags got Darius Williams and Rashawn Jenkins from the Jags both got cut. It's like, wow.
And CJ Henderson too.
Yep.
Bills are making a lot of space. Are we going to see a wide receiver teaming up with Diggs? No, because Diggs is probably going to be going too.
Yeah, this is so crazy. Jeff Okudah is
Ooh, Jamal Adams to the Cowboys.
Jeff Okudah has to be the biggest bust. He was the 101, and he's only 25 years old, and the Falcons cut him too. The Lions cut him, and then we did.
Right, we thought maybe it was just the Lions. They couldn't make corners, but
no, he really just sucks.
He's gonna be a bust. Yeah,
too many good ones, and they don't get paid anymore.
That's what I said. They're trying to reset the market at that position too. Like that, because that's what they did with the running backs. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna cut you guys, and then not sign you, and then franchise tag you guys.
I don't know about this teaming up with Diggs part.
Yeah, Diggs is gonna be gone. He's gonna be the next.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. They're going to lose Diggs and they're going to lose Gabe. It wouldn't surprise me
Gabe is already
if Brian Thomas ends up there.
Yeah, Gabe Davis already hit free agency, I think.
That's a good one.
So it's going to be Brian Thomas or
I ain't worried about that. Jamal Adams get hurt by week 3. So
who's the other receiver that the Bills might get? Don't tell me Worthy because I don't think he's up there yet.
No, Worthy's going to the Raiders.
There's another receiver I can't think.
They like speed.
Well, they need speed.
Yeah.
Josh Allen likes to throw it down. I can't remember.
I think they need
name,
professionals. I feel like that's what they need professionals, and that's
Rumors
the Bills need to win.
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys, yeah, I heard that too.
I could see that. Yeah. I see the wide receiver starting to not get paid as much.
You say that, but then when JJ gets his $45 million a year contract,
yeah, they're like 35 to 40 wide receiver ones, or soon to be wide receiver ones in the league that the team that think they have. Yeah. This next year for receivers is going to be. It's going to be crazy. I think with this next class coming in and how many talent is coming out with the receiver, I think that the receiver is going to be. It might increase. I mean, look at freaking Michael Pittman. The tag was
Michael
what?
Pittman's worth $21.8 million. Really? If he's worth that much, what do you think Marvin Harrison is going to be worth?
Yeah, like it's crazy. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild how these positions are like worth more than others, and to a standpoint, I see what where it comes from, because running backs don't really last, but every other position does, so that's why they're so cheap. But
what do you feel about Kendricks being cut? Eric Kendricks.
He's old, man. I didn't.
They only saved $6.5 million though.
He's old, dude. You don't want old and busted. You want the new.
What about Jerome Baker? Jerome Baker's not that old.
I don't know about that.
Is he? think he was drafted in. I don't know.
He's not.
He's 28.
He's not as
28.
talented as what people put him to be, man.
Okay.
He has some good years and then some average years, but he's not going to be that guy that changes the entire defense. I'm sorry, if you're.
I can deal with that, and he gets hurt. So.
Yeah, you know what, Braden? We'll blame it on that guy. Screw the Jags.
Yeah, but is Kirk even getting paid that much compared to people now?
Now it's $22 million. Not that much anymore.
Yeah, like you just said, Michael Pittman just got $22 million. I would blame
it on Kirk.
Probably in the same category as Kirk at this point.
Who cares? Blame it on
Michael
Kirk.
Pittman's better. Michael Pittman's better. Come on.
Yeah,
I just can't believe we got 9 franchise tags. 9.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the Jags really did mess that up. I can't believe the last franchise tag for the Colts was. Yeah, no, they haven't. It's just crazy. It's crazy
because they just say we're not going to pay you.
That long?
They just say we're not going to pay you. That's what they tell everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. Michael Pittman is worth it. I think Michael Pittman is worth it. I think they made the right choice by doing that. Yeah. He's just a ball hog machine, man. Like you throw it his way, he's gonna catch it. Like he doesn't not catch it.
You don't think 3-year, $40 million should have been would have been? Not I said 3 years, 40 million. 2-year, $40 million, 3-year, $55 million. That should be like in the realm of what he does.
You say 2-year, $40 million. You said
your 3-year, 55.
I could see that.
That's why I feel like that's where it should be at.
I could see that. Oh my god, sorry. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, man, I've been up early.
Pittman's underrated.
Very much so. Very much so. With him and Richardson, I think they're going to be really good.
The Colts tag a punter so you couldn't pay the man a contract.
Could be nice to watch. No, and I really liked it. I did like what I saw that small sample size. I think it was like 4 games, and Pittman, they're good together, like really good together. Like Pittman was catching everything he threw. Like Pittman catches almost everything, but he just the problem is
great possession receiver, right? He's a great possession receiver.
He is the biggest target there. Like, and I'm not saying size. I'm just saying like he's like Pittman's so good that all defense are going to vary their entire defense towards his way that it's so hard for him to get up yard, like any yards after the catch. But he does. And when he does, damn, he breaks off like 15 of them.
Do they get another receiver there? Because they're franchising him. That means they're not getting another receiver there, or
yes, I think so. Alex Pierce, Michael Pittman, and bring in
another guy, right? You need to receive another guy else, yeah.
Dude. I think they really could benefit off of getting another receiver. I mean, obviously they should go after an edge. Like first of all, get an edge, and then replace their safety.
Yeah,
but I think
there's a lot of them available.
Yeah, I think in the 4th round, maybe they can get a receiver somewhere. So, I don't think in the top 3 rounds. I think they'll have to figure out their defense first, before they go into another offensive piece, or go into free agency. I don't know, but I do think they bring in another dude just to help out with the structure of how they run their offense. Because Richardson is a very good, talented player, and I think we're going to see more out of him this season. And I don't know, maybe top 15.
Well, Higgins is easy. He's staying with the Bengals.
The Bengals are not negotiating with Higgins anymore.
Oh,
so, I think it's possible if someone's willing to give a top 10 pick, then that Higgins could go to that team. Namely, I've heard about the Bears. I've heard about the Jets. You know, if one of them are willing to give the Bengals a top 10 pick, I can see Higgins going.
So you take your 9 and get Higgins?
Yeah, that's what that's what their talk was.
I can see that.
If you trade down, so the deal with thing was trade with the Giants. Giants get number 1. You get the haul from the Giants, and then at 5, you can either get one of those great receivers, or you get Higgins. You take 9, get Higgins, and then you get a great offensive tackle at 5. You can do
Higgins
either way. And you
Higgins
have money,
DJ?
so you can do it.
Yeah. Nuts. That'd be nasty.
A big body guy who's with amazing speed, and a small body guy who plays like he's 6'5".
Damn, man, that'd be crazy, bro. Like the Bears would be crazy. Too much talent. Too much.
Dude.
And chance JJ goes to the Chiefs.
No.
Why? No.
I would hope. If I do, I'm not watching football anymore. That's ridiculous. I don't need Mahomes throwing to JJ. That's ridiculous.
It's not a surprise. The Bears is in the new. Yeah, I know.
What about this one, though?
Obviously.
So, after this year, if Jags still can't put it together, is it done? Fire sale? Do you keep giving it a shot?
They're in a tough division. I don't see you just getting rid of everybody.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to say. It was like, before last season started, it was considered the easiest division.
They're very young, too, so I don't think it's too soon to do that.
I agree. I think it's too soon too.
It's too soon to do that, Anthony, and they might be able to still hang on if they do some moves here. Yeah, maybe in 3 years.
Well, to be fair, they were on a good trajectory until
they
decided to play.
And then until CJ Stroud all of a sudden decided.
Well, Trevor Lawrence got hurt. If they had just rested Trevor Lawrence for those 2 games that they lost,
like we said to do,
he would have been healthy, and they would have won more games at the end.
Yeah,
he was clearly banged up at the end of that season.
100%. Yep. So,
I got a question for you guys, real quick, before we sign off, because I see it coming. Jordan Travis, Joe Milton III. Do you think either of these guys get drafted and have a chance to eventually be a starting quarterback in the NFL?
Like, hold on, a starter? A starter.
Yeah, so Joe Milton III, first off. Joe Milton III, especially with his easy throws he has.
Yeah, I was going to say, out of those two, I would say Joe Milton has the biggest shot to maybe
if there's an injury, 100%. I would say
he's got the size. Obviously.
6'5", what? 240,
30, 40, yeah.
Yeah,
he's an athlete,
4'7",
40. Someone will take a flyer on him. I'm pretty sure they'll be like, "Yeah, you could get out there. Let's see what you could do."
Yeah,
the cannon on his shoulder. Yeah,
I think Milton
I'll agree
for
with
sure.
That. But yeah,
I like Milton more than May. Okay, well, that's a bit of a
wow. See, Jonathan just coming in here with wild stuff, man. He's been saying all kinds of BS.
I know I was dogging on May, but I'm gonna take May over Milton.
Jonathan been coming in here with some crazy takes, man.
First round QB, May, third, fourth round QB.
Exactly.
If it were me, there I can agree with you, Jonathan.
No, Jay Daniels is probably the best one
over all these guys.
Exactly. I agree.
All right. Jay Daniel was, although Brandon and I were joking, we think it's the Raiders putting this out there, but I heard something about Jaden Daniels falling on the draft board.
Yeah. I think the problem with Jaden Daniels is that he get weighed. But if he goes to his pro day and he weighs 216, 218, there's no issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Xavier Worthy on Casey, I give it to. Yeah, but here's the thing about Anthony, these fast dudes have gone into the NFL before, and they don't turn out to be as great. Like they're known as their 40 time. They're just sometimes track stars aren't good football players.
Running straight ahead is never what it needs to be a receiver. I mean, running fast. Straight ahead, it's route running. Can you be a good route runner? Can you not drop your hips when you're about to turn?
Yeah, I'll give it to really Coleman. Keon Coleman was out there in the gauntlet running 20 miles an hour. That dude had to like that. All respect. But I don't know. I can't. It's gonna be different. Can't root for UNC quarterback. May? Yeah, well. Has Jonathan in primetime ever like talked to one another?
I don't know if we ever seen them in the same place at the same time.
I don't think so, man. They need to be in the same stream one day, and I really want to see if they have a good conversation. If not, it's gonna be back and forth. Go to the New York Giants. You know what's funny is if Milton outdoes freaking Daniel Jones,
which I don't think is the hardest task to ask.
That'd be crazy. Daniels doesn't want to go to the Pats because of the weather. I think he has the least of his problems. Yeah, no, that's.
Oh, you don't want to play for the weather. That's why you don't want to play.
Yeah, not because of no talent at all in the offensive end.
Right?
Yeah, Mecole Hardman. There you go. That's a perfect example, Anthony.
Yeah, Mecole Hardman.
Track stars don't transition the NFL sometimes. It just doesn't happen.
And sometimes they catch winning touchdowns and don't know it.
Yeah, exactly. Where they needs to be put on some weight. Yeah, exactly. They're still growing, guys. Like they're 20, 21. Like you know at that age, like by the time 23 hits, like that's kind of where they're fully functioning on their body. The only way
he look like he's 160 pounds. He looked like he weighed 160 pounds. I was like,
hey, look,
dude,
you need to get
a cheeseburger.
He broke the record. Good for him. But I'm not gonna believe that he's gonna come in and beat this.
There you go, John Ross, the guy who previously held the record for fastest 40 time.
Yeah, but he wasn't great either, and that's
what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
went to the Pine Goals and did nothing.
Everybody's talking. Yeah, but so does Devin Singletary.
Yeah.
And he's a 2-time Super Bowl champ. And do we like him? No. But he's got 2 freaking rings.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Agreed.
But yeah. But I mean, you can also argue that big players can be blessed too. Kevin, yes.
His problem was he liked a lot of cheeseburgers.
Well, he should have been. He should have been a tight end, to be honest. Worthy is a better receiver than Ross, though.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon's got like 2 rings too. So
yeah.
I was trying to remember. Yeah. I was like, "Who's the running back of the
man in the world?"
Got? Like they randomly got it like the very end of the season, and we're like, "This guy just won," and it was Melvin Gordon.
Freaking Melvin Gordon, bro.
He came in like during the playoffs.
So much, man. And he's in the back holding the freaking. He was holding it like
I did
he
it,
was
guys.
Like
I did it,
bro. You didn't do nothing, man. You had front row seats to all this, man. Get the hell out of here, bro. John Ross wasn't blessed with a great landing spot. No, no, he was not.
He's on a team with AJ Green. It's not like it was terrible.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
I don't know. Damn, Brian, you beat me to that message. I was about to send that too. Yeah. But I agree, man. I kind of gotta go as well. Unfortunately. So I got a lot of stuff to do still.
I know. You're probably looking around like, I gotta get back at it.
Well,
right. I know he's over here yawning like he wants to go to sleep.
We're almost.
You got at least another 2 hours of work to do. So
yeah, that's true, man. That is true. You ain't wrong. You're both right. But, yeah. So the water boy getting a ring.
Staff Kadarius has 2 rings.
I don't want to talk about these bums on these rosters and these rings. All right, let's end the show. Brian, end the show. Talking about bums.
Oh, guys, this is crazy. But, it's funny because this weekend we have the legal tampering period is coming up. So a lot of stuff is going to be happening. By the time we get to next Wednesday, we're going to be having a lot of information to give you guys. And we'll be talking about who's signing with what team. This is going to be great because we'll be on the day that the signs go official. So that's what we're going to have next Wednesday. On Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about the same stuff, of course, with the Bears stuff too. And on Sunday, most likely we're going to go ahead and do our therapy session, unless Martin can't make it, and then we'll push it back another week because I don't care what he says. That's what we're going to do anyway. No matter what, if he's not there.
I know, right? I was like, he thinks we're really gonna do it. If he's not
I
there.
might be on the road. So. But Jonathan,
so
thank you for coming in, man.
You guys are all awesome. Jonathan, Anthony, Braden, Peanut Butter and Jelly. You've been, even yesterday, Peanut Butter, you helped out a lot. Guys, I love all your comments. We love being able to talk to you guys and have a great conversation. Rasta, even with all your San Francisco love, it's so great to have you guys. Kadani, you guys are all there, and without your support, we wouldn't even do this. We wouldn't get up and do any of these things. So really appreciate you guys.
I know.
Hopefully we'll see you Sunday on the Morning Spike. See you Tuesday on Panda Grizzly. And next Wednesday, we'll be back here doing this. But this time, maybe we'll have Martin live and we'll actually be able to break down some of these rookies. So that's all we got for today's show, guys. Appreciate all you guys. And we'll see you guys next week.
Jonathan, go home. Like, just go to bed. Stop with madness. I'm glad you're back. Like, really, like, we needed this. Look, madness. Get out of here.
Oh man, that's great.
You're always going to be negative. It don't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Like, the Saints just kind of bigger boot, bigger budget, smaller.
We'll just kick the can down the road and we'll see how it goes.
Exactly. All right, guys, take it easy. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. We will see you guys here next week for sure, as Brian just mentioned. And yeah, so thanks for watching and have a good night. Later, guys.
Later.
Oh, he did it too.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.